Hello and welcome from the Bristly Stranger. Today we have come to something very new, Gloomhaven. Now this is an early access build of the game, so it's obviously not going to be a true representation of the finished product, but I'm so excited about playing it I thought I'd come straight in and show you what they've got so far. Since its release it's already added tutorial and 3 extra characters I think there was only 2 at the start. There is no campaign mode, we can only play a single adventure, which is fine. I've played a bit to try and figure out how to play it, and I think I've got it all down. Just a bit of Bristly trivia for you. When I was thinking of creating a channel, it was originally going to be a board game channel, and Gloomhaven is a board game. It started off as a Kickstarter. I think it was made by a single person. Obviously, the game has grown in popularity and in size since then. If you did want to buy a copy, it's currently on its 5th edition, and it would cost you around about £100 to £120, or your regional equivalent. And it is a big beast of a game. Now, currently, the early access is on Steam for £20. There is a link below if you are interested. And obviously with it being early access, we're going to have bugs and things. I've experienced a few, but they are working hard to fix them. Let's not waffle about it too much more. Let's just start a new adventure and I'll try and show you how to play the game. So when you start a new game, you get the choice of 3 difficulty. Normal, which seems to have things in our favour. Hard, which means heroes do have more health, but that's it. And insane, nothing switched on. This game is very hard anyway. We're going to just play it on normal. So as you play the game, you do unlock more things. So we can't have 4 characters at the minute. We have to beat a boss and a second boss. And I haven't done that. I have played a little bit just to familiarise myself with the characters. We are going for the first one in the list, which is the Brute. This guy here, he is super tough. He's got loads of cards. It is primarily a card game, so having more cards is better. Our other character that we're going to go for is this one here, the Spellweaver. Not quite as tough, not really as many cards either, but she is very powerful. Now, one thing I really do like about this game, it hasn't just got your standard elves, humans. It has got some, like the rogue here. Well, scoundrel, they look quite human, but most of them do look a little bit weird and unique. We have to name our party, but I've already done that. We're going to be the Bristly squad. Let's start the game and have a look. So we get a little welcome to the game. We're drinking in an inn. We hear snippets of conversation between 2 of the town militia. A local bandit commander has come in possession of a number of heretical texts and begun to research necromancy. Well, that doesn't sound very good. He's over here at the Bloodwatch Barrow. Now this is kind of a legacy game. In the board game you have little stickers that you stick on, so things are where you want them to be. I think there are certain prerequisites for where you put them, like you obviously can't put them right next to each other. But our journey, we have to try and get to here. We have to build up our level, get supplies, build up golden equipment, all of that kind of good stuff. So we start our adventure in Wayward, which is like a central hub. We get 3 different routes that we can pick. I think we are going to go towards the marches. If we die, we go straight back to Wayward. I'm not sure if we keep our gear. I think we do keep the experience. We have got deck of cards with both characters, but that's it. We can change that deck actually. We have got where is it? Frost Armor I'm not such a fan of, and Aid from the Ether is really good. The other ones we can't put in, we can only have 8. I'm going to have Aid for the Ether now, and we're going to leave that. The other guy, another Brute, he's really good, but he seems to lose out on movement. So I think if we put Skewer in, that's got movement 6. The rest of it, yeah, not so much. I think we might take out Warding Strength. It is a good card. but it's not as good. Yeah, we're going to go with skewer. Now, the problem with these cards, they have a top part and a bottom part, as you can see. The top part is generally attack, the bottom part is generally a movement. The number in the middle is an initiative value. Obviously, the first card that you pick, the better the initiative, the better chance. But if you notice, in the little section where it says move, it has a little kind of card on fire. That means if we use this power, the card is burnt and we can't use it again, that scenario. I'll explain more as we go on, but we're going to definitely put this into our deck. Well, we have done already. We are going to set off in this direction towards the marches. Start a journey? Yes, we will. Now, on the journey, it's easy. There's only one scenario. It's the armory. We've got a chance of some gold and some XP and a minor power potion. Now that adds to our attack. Let's not waffle about it too much. Let's just head towards the armory. There's a few bandits there by the look of it. I think we'll be okay. Now sometimes on the way we get an encounter. There we go, right on cue. Up ahead we see a quatrelle. They're one of the races in Gloomhaven. I don't know if I'm saying that name correctly. Probably not. It is Bristly style to mispronounce everything. But they are suspended from a tree by their ankles. As we approach, he notices and cries out, "Hey, you there, travellers! Help a poor tinker out, would you?" So we can ask him what happened, attempt to help him, rob him, or leave him. Let's ask him what happened. "I was attempting to combine that there net shooter and hook gun." He gestures towards a strange combination of contraptions on the floor beneath him. "When the darn thing misfired. Next thing I know, I'm hanging upside down in this tree. Any chance you could cut me down?" Yeah, do you know what? Let's help him out. We cut the rope. The quatrelle manages to land gracefully on the ground. "Oh, thank you kindly. Not too many folks travelling in these parts nowadays. Was scared I'd be up there for days. Or worse still." He reaches into one of his many pouches fastened about his waist and pulls out a small handful of coins. "Here, a small token of my appreciation." You bid each other farewell and continue on the road. So we gain some money, which is okay. So far, I've had more money than I can use, so that's not as good. At the armory, though, we get to have a little adventure. So it tells us what to expect. Bandits, they have 5 health, they have some movement and attack. The elite guard, he's obviously a lot better. Archers, they have ranged attacks and a better archer. So there's 4, they're generally about the same. Now, it's slightly weird, these are all human-y type characters. You don't actually see many humans normally, but we're only facing humans. Let's start the adventure. So we start off, we are in a single room. Normally the dungeons are 1 or 2 rooms, but they can be up to 4. I think there's even been 5. We are trying to get through this door, but before we do, we want to take out these enemies. If we open the door, it will bring the next group of enemies in straight away. The problem with that, we are going to get attacked by them. So, like I said about initiative, each card has an initiative value. If we choose aid from the ether, our initiative is 91. Doesn't matter if we choose something else. We're not going to choose that first. It immediately drops to the lower number, which is better, and then we can retake that. I think I'm not going to go for that though. I'm going to go for fire orbs. That's a much stronger attack. It can target 3 enemies. Mana bolt. Yeah, we can move with that. We don't really have to move too far. I think they might all be in range. So that's okay. The brute, we can either click on his portrait or click on this icon here. And we can choose some attacks. Trample's a good one. But we're going to go sweeping blow for the move and shield bash, I think. No, provoking roar. That's a good one. Where are we? Leaping cleave. That's good, actually. That allows him to jump over things. There are no traps, but we might be able to jump over. I think it's out of range. That'll do. So They also have an initiative value. It shows their attacks here. So the elite guard, he's using shield. The bandit guard, he's using shield and attack. He does slightly less damage, but you know, more or less the same. And these guys are going to immobilize us. So we want to move before them, which we are doing, and we want to stand next to them so we can attack next turn. And I think we have got, 3 in range. I think this is the elite. No, that's just the guard. Is that the elite? Yes. In fact, he's got 9 health. We can definitely see that. We can target all 3, confirm our targets. Now, as you can see, we get little modifiers. Well, it's all been -1. That one's +1. There is a deck of cards. Each card has either +1, -1. It can be +2, -2. It can be ×2, which obviously gives you tons of damage, or ×0, which gives you 0 damage. Now, that you can kind of judge if you hover over. You can see how many cards they've got. This guy has got 1 0 card, 1 -2, a few -1, several zeros, a few +1, 1 +2, and 1 ×2. Now, obviously, it does cycle through that deck. So if you've already had a ×2, you're not going to get it until it's used all of the others up. It does sound complicated, but you don't really have to worry about that too much. I am going to use this to move. Now, we can either use it to heal. This is a range 1 heal, but we're both on full health, so we don't really need to worry about that. We can use the default option. Now, the default is just move 2 or attack 2, depending on if you're using the top or the bottom. We're using the bottom, so we can move 2. We don't overly want to stand next to him, but if we do, he will have disadvantage. Disadvantage means he draws 2 combat cards and chooses the worst. I think we're okay there, so we'll just end our turn. Now, with our other guy, he's got melee attacks. So, really we need to be in melee distance. We can get in on that archer or that guy. I think we're going to go for him. Because we're standing on some gold, we'll pick that up at the end of our turn. Disarm will mean he won't be able to attack us back as well. So that's pretty good. +1, so that did 3 damage instead of the 2 it says on the card. And that's the end of this turn. Over this side, you can see that we're building up elements. Now, certain cards, I don't think either of these show it. No. Certain cards get benefits from having these elements activated. But obviously, we can't do anything about that. There we go, 2 more gold. He's going to use his shield. He's going to use his shield. The archers, they're going to shoot at the closest target, which is the Spellweaver. And now she is immobilized. That's fine. Now, this one, we actually took some damage. We can choose to take the damage or burn one of our cards, which means it won't be available for the rest of the game. Well, this scenario. Discarded cards can be burnt, but we've only got 1 discarded one so far. As you can see, that one's great, that one's discarded, that one's burnt. Discarded ones can be brought back by resting, but damage isn't that bad. We don't want to throw our cards away. Without cards, we die automatically, so we're just going to take the damage. It's only 1 anyway. There are quite a few ways of healing that, but we're just going to end the turn and start afresh. Now we're going back to the initiative. We have got the Spellweaver. Now she's got Impaling Eruption. That's the one. But we want to go first, so we're going to use Freezing Nova, and then that. So her initiative is going to be 21. They were all quite fast. They were initiative 15s and 20s, so she might not go first. With the Brute, I think we can just smack him 1. I might go for Dagger, because we've got a range on that. Although, we want to move, don't we? Maybe we don't go for that then. Maybe we go for just a shield bash. And Skewer is move 6, but it burns it. Okay, we're going to go for overwhelming assault. We've got to try and kill these guys. We are ahead of all of them though, so that is pretty good. We don't want anyone standing next to our spellweaver. We only need to do 2 damage. This is a burn though, so we're not going to get it back. We could just use the default. In fact, I'm going to. That means it is just discarded rather than anything else. Now I think the spellweaver can take these out, so we're going to move. We are going to move to the door, open it up. We have got the elite archer at the back there, and 3 more archers. No more doors though, which is the important thing. We can move 1 more. Yeah, there we go. That's the end of his turn. Unfortunately, we've left him out in the open. He should be able to tank a bit of the damage though. What we're going to do, we are going to do Impaling Eruption. Now this travels 4 tiles, which we can go to here. That's all of them. We can confirm the attack. Did no damage to that, but quite a few damage points to the others. Not took out the elite though. So we are going to move. We're immobilized, so we can't move. Okay. It would be a shame to use this to heal 1 point and burn it, so we're going to skip movement for now. They're going to have quite a few turns now though. 4 damage. I'm okay with 4 damage, I think. We're going to take a bit from the other, so we might have to throw a card away. Ow, 5 damage. I don't want to burn a card. No, we're just going to take 5 damage. I think we're going to be alright. Yeah, 0 damage. This one, wow, does 6. Okay, that will pretty much kill us. We're going to burn a card for this one. We are going to get rid of an eye for an eye. These are ranged guys, so that won't really help us. Can't we burn that one? Has it got to be one of these? Yes. Oh, I forgot. We have to confirm it. There we go. 3 damage will kill, so we have got to burn a card here as well. Now this recovers all of our burnt cards, so we don't want to use that. That gives us the better initiative. That gives us a good move. We can't get it back. This gives us our ally and heals. Let's go for that one. We kind of want it, but it'll do for now. 1 damage, yeah, we can be okay with that. Lots of traps in here, so we have to be careful where we stand. We are okay for now, though. So, we are going to go Flame Strike, and we're going to go Aid from the Ether. With the other one, we're going to go Spare Dagger. No, we want to save that to when we're standing next to them. Okay, we're going to go Skewer and Trample. I think that's enough. Okay, we'll go at that. We have beaten some of them. No, we haven't. They're all better than us. Okay, we have got to hope that we don't die. That one stood on their own trap. That one did 0 damage. That's fine. That one's done 4. We're going to take 4. 5. We are going to burn. Oh, we don't want to. Let's burn these discarded cards. Yeah, we have to select them. That's fine. Like I said, we've got a card that gives us our burnt cards back. Again, I'm going to have to burn a card, I think. Or we might even just get rid of some of these. Yeah, that'll do. Right, what do we do? Trample, we can take out a few of them. I think we might be able to do that to move to a better position. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we could do that. We could go 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. that's better. That is going to take out the boss. Now, everyone we walked over with trample takes an attack. It's not killed them. In fact, it's done 0 damage to the boss. But we have got our skewer attack, which hits both of them. We've got a chance of killing both of them, and we do. Excellent. We have only got 2 health, though, so we are in a dangerous position. The Spellweaver could heal themselves. But do you know what? I think what I want to do, we're going to move back to here. We are going to... Oh, we wanted to do the other... Okay, we're going to heal ourselves. That was a misplay. I did want to summon the ally. That way they would attack the ally rather than the Spellweaver. We've got to do a short rest on our next go because they are out of cards as well. So we've got Reviving Either. We can't just play 1. We've got to play 2. So I think we're going to do the short rest. Flame Strike. Okay, we'll burn that. Now, they've only got 2 cards, so once they're used, it's going to be game over. But because we've got this that retrieves our burnt cards, and this one, we're okay to play, and we'll get our 6 cards back. Yeah, that's fine. The Brute, yeah, this is a trickier one. We've got to try and kill both in one go. We haven't really got an attack that will do it. They're slightly too far apart. What we could do... no, that's not going to work. Let's move... No, that's not going to get us far enough either. Okay, we're going to go Spare Dagger, and we're going to go Grab and Go. Now, the Bandit Elite Guard is going first. So he may even kill us. No, he didn't. Okay, we're fine there. We have got to move. Now, we've got to be careful of this trap, because that will kill us. We've got a ranged attack, so we could just go and stand in this corner. I don't think we can get past, though. Maybe that's a mistake. We'll move back a bit then. We can get a ranged attack on this one, though. ×2. Excellent, that one's gone. That's the end of the Brute, though. So we've got a shot. Oh, that's 4 damage. That will kill it, or we can burn our 1 available card. Yeah, let's do that. Confirm. Now, the controls are a little janky. I don't know if they're placeholder or whether they will smooth them out in future editions, but I think we'll be okay. We're going to retrieve our burnt cards. Now, if we'd have done the other one first, this is a burn, but it doesn't disappear. It's a semi-permanent card. As you can see, it actually gets us an ally. Now, they will attack. They are quite weak, though, so they might even die before we get a go. We are going to end the round now, though. We've got all of our cards back. This one is the ally from the Ether, the Mystic ally. That is going to hang around until we either dismiss it or until it dies. Now, we want to go first. So, we want Mana Bolt, and we want something with good range. Do you know what? Impaling Eruption is pretty good. We'll go with that. The other guy, he's got nothing. We could do a long rest, which means he gets all of his discarded cards back by discarding 1. But we're going to be vulnerable to this archer. So I think we're going to go short rest. Now, we have to burn a card, and it is our best moving card, although we've got Skewer now. Okay, that'll do. I think we should be able to get round. We are going to go Provoking Roar and Skewer. Hopefully we can get close enough. Our initiative is really good. Theirs was pretty good as well. The Mystic Ally hits them. Excellent. We can use our ranged attack. It doesn't matter that it's going through our ally. It won't attack them. There we go. We took both out. I would love to heal the other guy, but he's too far away. So we'll just heal ourselves. We could move through there. I think the Brute's got this. I think we've just fluked it. So we'll end the turn. Spellweaver is done. Right, move 6. That does get us to the box. Now, you only pick up treasure that you're stood on. This gold, if we leave it at the end, will disappear, which I kind of am annoyed by that. I think that is in the board game as well, though. Now, this attack might not kill them, but it will disarm them so they can't attack us back. Yeah, only 1 damage, but more importantly, disarmed. So they have their go, they do nothing, we get 10 gold from that box. That's better than the 2 or 3 from the other bits. End the round. We want to start quick, so we're going to go for this one. The healing is on the movement, and I think he's too far away to heal the brute. So maybe we don't go for that. We'll go for this one and ride the wind. That gets us almost anywhere. And with the brute, in fact, you're going first. You've only got 2 cards. You are going before the bandit archer. Now, he would have disadvantage because we're next to him, but I think he'd probably move out of the way. We're going to go for the stun attack. That should lose his go if we don't kill him, but we've killed him. Excellent. So that is kind of the end of the turn, but what we can do, we can move to get some gold. There we go. End the turn there. The mystic ally will do nothing. We have got a move to just about anywhere. So what we could do is move to here, I think. This is a jump, so we could get over this obstacle. And I've clicked the wrong one again. We wanted to use this one so we could use loot. Never mind. Okay, we'll just go and stand on some gold. Like I say, I'm new to the game. I still haven't quite got the hang of it. But if we stick there, we'll be fine. We have to do an attack, but there's nothing to attack. So we skip that. We'll get some gold. And that's the end of this round. Now, because there's no enemies, we win. We got 10 gold, which is quite a lot. We killed 8 enemies. So after that, we move back to the map. We can continue on our journey. Do you know what? We're going to do that. There shouldn't be too much hassle. There might be an encounter, but no, it doesn't look like it. So we've got to the marches. Journey is complete. Excellent. So it tells us a summary of everything we've done. It's exactly the same as the last one. We can claim our reward and enter the village. So we've got our power potion. Excellent. We've got some XP and we've got some more gold. So our gold total is up here. We've got 100 in the party. XP total is just underneath. We're a long way off. The potion, we can actually click here and equip it to the brute. Now, he was hurt. He'd used his cards. That is all restored, ready for the next one. Out here, I think this is definitely a placeholder. In the village, we've just got a merchant and nothing else. If we click on that, we can buy some things. Winged shoes. Now, the brute has got a problem with movement, so these add to that. I think we can use them every turn, but we'll equip them anyway. I've got a healing potion. I might take that. We've got quite a bit. Let's take one of those. We can give that one to the Spellweaver. There we go. Invisibility cloak. Invisibility. Now that is a status effect. There are lots of ways to acquire these. We can even sell gear. I haven't noticed that before. But we don't really want to. Do you know what? I'm going to save our money. There are normally better things in the next shop. If we exit and leave the village, it takes us back to the map. Now we can scroll right out. Obviously, we want to end up here in the end and kill the bandit commander. But we can only go via one of these routes. This one takes us back. This one up to here. I think we'd probably go that way. But we will save that for another time. Obviously, this has only been a very quick look at the game. I'm quite happy with what they've got so far. Like I said, I've had a few glitches with some of the movement. It kind of glitched out and ended the game. But the game does auto-save. So if you're doing a turn and it glitches and you lose your game, it will start from the beginning of that turn. So that's not too bad either. It does mean you can't save scum quite so much, but I'm quite happy with that as well. I hate save scumming. Obviously, there isn't much to the game at the minute, but I think we'll probably do the playthrough through to the first boss. Hopefully we can get that done before the next big update. But if you have liked what you see, do leave those likes, and any comments always welcome. Whilst I was doing a bit of research for this game, I noticed on Board Game Geek there is actually a board game of Hard West, which I think the computer game came before the board game, but that's quite interesting. I didn't know about that one. Just interested me because we were talking about Hard West in the comments the other day. But enough waffling for now. All that's left to say is I've been the Bristly Stranger. Thanks to everyone who's been watching, and we'll see you next time.